This video is completely different from any other that I have ever made up to this point. Just as a fair warning, um, it's going to be about some extremely heavy and very unfortunate subject matter. So earlier this afternoon, not even 3 or 4 hours ago, I was working on some recordings for an upcoming LP, and my boyfriend called me to let me know that one of our very good mutual friends had committed suicide over the weekend. And I'm still in a state of shock right now. It feels so unreal. It feels like I feel like I'm stuck in a dream right now, because what's really frustrating about the whole thing is that our friend was there was no warning whatsoever. Our friend was such an even keel, um, happy-go-lucky, but not in an overtly fake kind of way. Very laid back, even keel person who seemed to absolutely love life. Certainly one of the last people that I would ever think would even consider. And but it's real. It, it's real. And I, nobody saw it coming. Like no warning signs whatsoever. I had never heard anything remotely about stuff that he was struggling with, stuff he was depressed about. It just came out of the blue. And that's really painful, because in those types of situations, you'd like to think that there could have been something that you could have done, maybe if we had done this, or maybe we have paid more attention, but no, we just have to accept that it was nobody's fault and no one could have done anything. Um, I guess the reason why I'm making this video right now is because if any of you out there are feeling lost, feeling like feeling unloved, feeling like there is nothing really to look forward to, feeling like nobody cares or you don't matter, please say something. Please reach out to someone for help. Make some cry for help. I understand that maybe there's a pride thing. I understand that maybe you feel like nobody cares, or you feel like it wouldn't make any difference, or you feel like it's not worth the effort, it's not worth the trouble, you don't want to burden other people. There's probably numerous reasons why you wouldn't say anything, give anyone any hint, but I'm telling you, you matter. Somebody out there absolutely cares, probably more than you could ever think. I mean, I don't know everybody's individual situations, obviously, but I mean, there has to be somebody that you can reach out to before it gets to this point. Whether it's if it's not a family member, maybe if it's a friend. If it's not a friend, maybe it's some neighbor. Maybe it's somebody from church, somebody from the pool, like somebody, teacher, counselor, anyone. And if not, there's always people that you can talk to on the phone. People like hotlines. The Trevor Project, for example, is a big one that a lot of are for people in the LGBT community who are suicidal, but it's not just LGBT people. I mean, yes, the people like me are at a greater risk, but everybody, anyone can be in a situation where they just feel so helpless. I urge you to just please, please, please reach out to someone. Don't just keep it to yourself. Don't feel like you have to deal with this on your own. 'Cause you never know who cares. And it just leaves the rest of us feeling hurt, obviously, sad, angry, and helpless. I mean, I feel helpless. That's probably the stage I'm at right now, is I've sort of passed the denial stage and now I'm in the helpless stage because I want to do something. I want so badly to do something, but there's nothing I can do, nor was there anything I could have done. And I miss him so much. And I didn't really get to I feel like I didn't really get to know him really that well, you know. I'm have a mixed emotions between sad and angry because I would have loved to have had the opportunity to get to know him more and to have spent more time with him. Life is just so short that I just don't understand why it would have had to have what the reason was for it to have had to have been cut even shorter than it probably should have been. I mean, he was deeply loved, and I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I mean, like I said, as someone from the LGBT community, people in my position tend to be higher risk, but I guess it's easy for me to say because I personally have never, I can honestly say I've never been in that spot. So I guess who am I to say? Because yes, I've definitely struggled with my sexuality, for example, but I guess I was lucky in that I had enough of a support group that it never got me to the point where that even crossed my mind. And I know that I'm probably one of the extremely lucky ones out there. But for those of you who may be struggling with something that you just feel like you can't handle it on your own, and therefore you need to, you can't, you feel helpless yourself, you can't deal with it anymore, you can't take it anymore, please ask for help. Someone for help. I guarantee you, somebody out there cares. Somebody out there thinks that you matter, because you do matter. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you there are tired of thinking I'm tired of hearing it gets better, it gets better. But it's true. I know people who've lived through it. I've lived through it myself, even though I've never gotten to that low, but there's definitely parts in my life that was close. and I managed to get out of it. And I'm glad that I managed to get out of it. Because when I did feel really low, I sought help. I sought people that cared, that thought that I mattered, that thought my issues mattered. Because you matter. I don't want this to be too long of a video, so just remember that there are many people who are struggling just like you, and many of them have been able to get out of their situation. And you can too. Just help us out too, you know? Just try to meet us halfway. Because we care. We really do. Till next time, everybody. Love yourselves and love each other.